I got a birdie there.
Did you?
17, yeah.
Look at you go.
Yeah. I mean, I picked it up for my birdie, but really I only hit one shot.
We don't play that. You got to put all the birdies out. We don't play.
Chris Berman told me if it lands on the green, pick it up. It's a 2.
This is a bit. Fucking
no, he told me that.
It did happen.
It did happen. I hit the middle of the green.
Where was the pin?
Pin
bottom right.
No, pin was. I think it was back right.
Like how many feet?
About 15 to 20 feet. It was a good shot.
Crazy. Oh, okay. A 20-foot gimme.
How about some credit for being like, hey, PFT, you hit it to within 15 or 20 feet at Sawgrass
impressed.
17.
No.
Welcome back to Nanodosing. It is Tuesday. It's January 13th, and today's episode is brought to you by Stella Blue. Their new canned lattes are here. What am I drinking right now, Big T?
Espresso sweet cream.
I am. I'm having a Stella Blue espresso sweet cream. That's how I start my day usually. I also like the mocha, but the sweet cream is my favorite. And if you're braving your morning commute or you're chasing your pup around, Stella Blue cans are for those who are always on the go and for those who care. Stella Blue is more than just coffee. It's about giving back. Big Cat named the brand after his rescue dog Stella, who inspired our mission to help more dogs find their forever homes. Every purchase supports animal rescue organizations, so when you drink Stella Blue, you're not just fueling your day, you're saving a dog's life. Try the new cans today. Taste the difference and make a difference. All new Stella Blue Coffee canned lattes now available at StellaBlueCoffee.com. Welcome back to Nanodosing. It is Tuesday. It's January 13th. We're back in the studio. Got myself, Big T, Arian, Mad Dog McKenzie, all here today. And we're coming off of a football weekend. That weekend was pure football. I did nothing but football all weekend.
Thursday to Sunday.
It was beautiful.
And tonight.
We're not done yet. It is Monday Night Football coming up tonight.
May I say something? I don't like the Monday night playoff game.
I don't either in terms of like the competitive balance.
It's not even that. It's just, I mean, that's certainly part of it. It's just like, it feels like the weekend is over. It is concluded. And in the regular season, one more game on Monday night, that's nice. It's like a nice little treat. Here you go. In the playoffs, it feels like we should be gearing up for the next round Monday. All the conversation should be centered on the divisional round, and yet there's another game.
I agree, Big T. I think that it's, and again, when you look at the schedule making for it, it kind of sucks that either the Texans or the Steelers are going to have to do a short week.
Yeah.
Arian, how big is that day of rest?
Depending on what year you are. Year 1 to 4, you're all right. You start getting in 5, 6, 7, 8. Nah, you need that shit.
Yeah. So if you play Monday Night Football as like a veteran, are you gonna be sore?
Yeah. Or you live in a perpetual state of soreness, a perpetual state of pain. You just learn to deal with it. It's about managing the pain.
Yeah. It does seem unfair that they'll have to do a short week, and then.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. In the playoffs, everybody should be even.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, maybe do 3 games Saturday, 3 games Sunday, and then you can figure out who plays who based off that. And yeah, one team might have maybe a shorter rest period by one day than the other, but at least you're not going to Monday Night Football.
Yeah, are they? I feel like they. I don't remember. But I feel like they dragging the national championship too. It's like the 19th.
Well, it's because the playoff is bigger now, so there's extra rounds to. Yeah, the college football playoff, just the college football calendar in general, needs to be fit. The transfer portal is going crazy right now, and obviously there's only 2 teams left playing still. But like those staffs are having to prepare for the national championship game and build their entire roster for next season at the same time. It's crazy.
Yeah. They should just cut because isn't there like a month with no football?
That's correct.
Just cut that out.
So there's a couple, the impediments are the Army-Navy game, which wants to retain its own day, which I understand. The conference championship games, which I predict will be gone in the next 10 years, certainly. I'd lean closer to 5. And then the bowls
that doesn't matter anymore, huh?
Not really, but the conferences make money on them, so they're going to fight to keep them. And then, like, the Rose Bowl is insistent. We will never play the Rose Bowl on any day other than January 1st, come hell or high water.
I'm okay with that, though.
Well, but a lot of people want the national championship to be January 1st every year, which I think would be great. And then you open
that would be amazing.
You open the portal after that. Some people want to make the Rose Bowl the national championship every year.
I'm okay with that. There's not a more prestigious bowl.
I'm not staunchly pro or anti. I'd be fine with that.
That could be my West Coast bias. Do you feel like there's a better bowl?
I feel like the bowls just in general don't matter that much anymore because now they're just part of the playoff, the ones that matter.
So just perpetually have the national championship in Pasadena.
It's an iconic venue, but I don't know. They love to tell you how iconic it is, which turns me off from it a little bit.
Well, so is Augusta.
Yeah, but they're right.
Yeah. You don't think the Rose Bowl, like, because the Rose Bowl is,
for the most part,
it's the football Masters.
Yeah.
What could the Rose Bowl do to earn that iconic status of Augusta National?
No, they have it.
It's the college football. It's the college football Masters.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
I thought you said it's football Masters.
I don't know if I said college, but that's
I agree with that too. What would be the overall football Masters?
The Super Bowl.
No, the Super Bowl is nothing close to the Masters. The Super Bowl is a corporate, advertising.
Oh, you're talking about. I was talking about the prestige of the event. You're talking about the.
Well, it's both.
Prestige of the venue.
No, I'm talking about prestige is probably the right word for it, but the prestige, the classiness, the pureness, that at least, if not being entirely true, it's like how it presents itself.
Yeah, I don't think there is a football equivalent to the Masters.
I think it's got to be the Rose Bowl.
I mean, I played at the Rose Bowl against UCLA, and I didn't feel like, you know what I mean.
But that wasn't the Rose Bowl game.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't think there's a football equivalent, because the Masters, Augusta, is a prestigious venue that you can't even get on. You know what I mean? Like, you got to know somebody that knows somebody to get on that motherfucker.
Yeah, I think that
Pasadena Rose Bowl, like, niggas play there every week.
And also, if you're in the thick of it as like a college football player who at the time was unable to be paid and felt like you were probably exploited to a certain extent, it would probably take some of the prestige and sheen off of the spectacle that they were presenting as being like the epitome of like elegance and purity in the college football world.
Agreed.
I could see that. Whereas at the Masters, I think that the players who are competing in the Masters, they still have that sense too, where it's like, yeah, this is all about tradition and it's a step into the past, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just looking at this year's calendar, if you got rid of conference championship games, you'd have to figure out something to do with Army-Navy, but you could play the first round on December 6th, the second on the 13th, the semifinals on the 20th, and then you'd have, 11 or 12 days you could play the national championship on January 1st.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
The other problem with that...
Army-Navy on July 4th.
Some people have said put it at the beginning of the season. I hate that. I love like a snowy Army-Navy game. Play it on Friday or something.
Honest, I've never watched an Army-Navy game.
You probably wouldn't love the experience as much, but I went to one when I lived in New York, and it was one of the coolest games I've ever been to. It was awesome.
But the football was ass.
Well, you're gonna get me trumped here when he was like, "Well, it's not the best football, but we love these guys." I do. I love a good option football. Also, Navy, I believe, was ranked when he said that. But
oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they were like
it was like
10-1.
One of the best Navy teams had ever played in that game. They should do it on Veterans Day.
There you go.
But then it's just a college football Saturday. Like it has to have
its own.
It can't be going up against Georgia, Texas.
That's true, because if you give people the option, like it is a very cool game to watch because it's so unique. But if you gave people the option, do you want to watch
correct
a great college football game between two premier teams at the same time as I feel like they would lose some of that. They would lose a good amount of the audience.
I mean, Navy North Texas was an awesome matchup this year. How many people watched that?
Yeah.
But so yeah, play it on a Friday or something. I don't know, but they have to figure out the schedule because what's going on right now is nuts.
Yeah. So last week we had an ass kicking. Indiana just kicked Oregon's ass. We need to come up with a new word. That wasn't really an ass kicking. That was a.
You just got sigged.
It was you got sigged, bro. That was a dismantling. That was an undressing. That was a curb stomping.
I was on Oregon +4, and there's never been just a more immediate notification that you are on as wrong of a side as you could possibly be.
Yeah.
As the first play, Dante Moore drops back, and before he's released the ball, D'Angelo Ponds is in front of whoever that receiver was.
JMU transfer.
Yeah, and it was just that was honestly, or that was probably the best. Not drive because they didn't have a drive. That was the best score from Oregon's perspective that Indiana had because they got the ball right back and they actually scored and tied the game.
Yeah.
And then after that, they just went 11 plays, 75 yards, like 12 times. And
it was like they were playing against air. And there's a lot of controversy right now around Indiana. I think we're going to get into that on Thursday's episode.
I like this.
With a very special college football guest. Some might call him an expert. Maybe in the past they would have called him an expert.
Yeah, 56-22. I didn't see the game,
and the last score was fake. It was really 56-14.
And honestly, Arian, I don't think that does it justice. It felt like it was 70-0.
That's interesting. Wow.
So
I didn't know Indiana. I'm sorry, I wasn't familiar with the game.
Yeah, I mean it was a fucking beatdown, and we're gonna get into it more on Thursday. Tentatively speaking, we'll try to put together a plan of if you were to cheat at college football, how would you do it? What methods would you try to use?
If I did it.
If you did it. If your job was
OJ.
to be Connor Stallions and figure out all the different ways that you could cheat, what would it be? Because people are talking about that with Indiana, and it's really a compliment to Indiana that people are accusing them of cheating because they're just that good right now. There's also a lot of plays that you can watch from Indiana where you're like, well, you can't really cheat at that. You can't cheat at having Mendoza throw a perfect ball and for having Surratt jump over 3 guys, make a catch on the sidelines and get a toe down. Like that's not really cheatable. But yeah, it was a beatdown. It was emasculating for Oregon and Indiana. What's 6 divided by 22, Big T?
0.27 or something like that.
Okay. Well, so that would mean that Indiana's roster is 27%. Their starting players, 27% JMU transfers.
Okay.
Pretty good. Listen, I'm going to definitely try to claim.
See what that is.
I'm going to claim 27% of a national championship if Indiana
Look
wins.
at that, dude.
0.272727.
I'm so good at this, man.
That was pretty impressive. For once in my life, I put in a great bet on a future. I put it in back in September on Miami to win the national championship. Got them 16-1, and now my bet looks just worthless. It's almost hard to hedge it now because I think that Indiana's going to just smash them in the Natty, and I'd have to bet like $10,000 on Indiana to make back a fraction of that. Kind of makes me feel like, I don't know. I might ride it out on Miami. I might say, you know what? Mario Cristobal was a Secret Service agent. If anybody knows how to protect against cheating, it's probably him.
Playing at home,
but it's going to be probably 75% Indiana fans.
I've never been more fascinated to see a crowd in my life. In Atlanta, it was, no exaggeration, 95% Indiana fans.
Yeah.
Oregon would have been better off playing that game at Indiana where they could only have 50,000 people or however many their stadium holds because they had 70 at Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah. It's like going to see a protest and then everybody that's at the protest is just like members of the media that are there to take pictures of like the 4 guys. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to end up looking like. I have to believe that Miami's going to get at least like a third of the crowd, right? In their own hometown.
It's going to be, I think, 60. If Miami has the best turnout possible, it will be 60-40 Miami.
Yeah.
And I think that's relatively unlikely.
We've got 800,000 Indiana Hoosiers walking around out there.
They love to tell you that, by the way.
I know.
That they have the largest living alumni base in America. I don't know who has the largest dead one, but they always throw that in there.
How do they quantify that? How is that inaccurate?
I don't know. I guess schools just put out numbers on how many alumni they have.
That's just an interesting thing to claim.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big-ass school, and they've never traveled for a football game before. That's a big part of their budget.
This is new, right? Were they good last year? I don't remember.
Yeah, they were good, but they had a bad schedule last year. So they took advantage of playing a very weak in-conference schedule, which is not their fault. That's kind of how it shook out with the way that the Big Ten scheduled them last year. But they were okay, and then they got to the playoff, and they got beaten pretty badly by, it was Notre Dame, right?
They played two good teams last year. They got killed by both of them. They won every other game convincingly. This year, they've played several good teams. They've beat the shit out of all of them and killed every other team, with the exception somehow of Old Dominion.
That's true.
I think they beat Old Dominion 27-14.
And Iowa.
Iowa was close. Oregon on the road, they won by 10. I would say
that was a close game, though.
You win by 10 on the road at Oregon. That's a convincing win.
It was close going into the fourth.
And then Penn State was close.
Penn State was close, that's true, and Ohio State.
Yeah, in the Big Ten championship.
Yeah, that was a very close game.
But then they destroyed Alabama, destroyed Miami, or Oregon. Sorry, I have reverse course. I bet on Indiana, 7.5.
That's a lot of points,
buddy.
But yeah, it's not. It's actually not.
I don't know, man. They never make a mistake.
What are they, like minus 280 now?
That sounds about right.
Yeah, so I'm in such a bad spot to hedge. My only hope really is Miami scores an early touchdown. They go up 7-0, and then maybe it drops to like minus 200.
That's the formula. Oh, it'd be less than
minus
that.
1. In the first 5 minutes,
if they go up 7-0,
Miami gets the ball. They drive down the field, take 5 minutes off the clock, score a touchdown.
Indiana would be minus 2.5.
Okay, I would take that then.
Yeah,
I would absolutely hedge that at that point. But yeah, it's almost like I've for once in my life made a good bet, and it turns out to be not a good bet.
No, that's a great bet.
Thank you.
They're a really good team too. They're not as good as Indiana, but.
I agree. Also, over the weekend, we had more football everywhere coming out of our ass. What were you most impressed with this weekend, Big T?
The Patriots defense, maybe?
Patriots defense was really good. Yeah, very good. I made the point. Hank didn't seem to appreciate this point, but I thought it was the highest compliment I could pay. I compared Drake May to Tom Brady.
In what way?
In that they both won their first playoff game, scoring 16 points, and got carried to a victory on the backs of their defense.
I figured it was going to be something like that.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's fair, right?
I'm trying to go through every other game.
Tom Brady was a great quarterback.
Panthers played well.
Panthers really did play well. Yep.
The Bears just somehow... Are we in a safe space?
This is safe
no,
space.
But see, it's gonna get clipped, dude, and then people,
Okay, no, let's talk about it because we are not Chicagoans.
What are the people gonna do, Big T?
You know,
we're not Chicagoans. We have no tie to the Bears. We live in the city, so it gives us like a different perspective on it. Because like I personally, I like it when Chicago teams do well.
I like the Bears. Darnell Wright's awesome.
Yeah, and they're a fun team to watch. But I don't have that. Like attachment, I don't feel anything.
Right.
When the Bears win, it's not like I've been watching this team and suffering, and I'm like, thank God. Like I have that with my own team, but it's still fun when they win.
I want the Bears 2026 win total to be as high as possible, and I will be smashing the under because I do not believe their recipe for success is particularly replicable. And honestly,
but it has been
this season.
Yeah,
I think it's very reminiscent of a team from last year that maybe did some similar things.
Who could that be? Racking my the Lions.
Take your hat off and look at it.
The Bucks. No, you're right. You're right. The Commanders won a lot of games last year at the last second, like some clutch play from the quarterback. They had flaws. They overcame the flaws. They were very aggressive on fourth downs.
Now, hey,
it's a big year for him next year.
I like that.
The Bears are 3 wins from the Super Bowl, so go win it.
Yeah.
I don't know that next year will be. I think people have a tendency to Caleb. He's the answer. Like, we've got it now. We're set.
Yeah.
And he is good. But
he's streaky. He has
see what happens
unbelievable plays, and then he has some questionable things.
Yeah. If you just told him, hey, it's 4th and 11 and we need there's 48 seconds left on every play, I think he'd be the greatest quarterback in the history of football.
So I think this is what bothers me about quarterbacks in general is, like, I don't want to say more often than not, but a lot of the times they chuck that shit up and amazing things happen, right?
Yeah.
So that amazing throw he had, it was an amazing throw. I'm not entirely convinced that's what he meant to do. You know what I'm saying? I think that happens a lot with quarterbacks where they'll just throw that shit. You know what I'm saying? They'll just, but, you know, it ended up being a good play. But to my broader point, I don't think, did I say this already? I don't know if I did. I don't think quarterbacks should get the yards for yak.
Okay.
Well, we track that now, air yards and
yeah, I just don't think quarterbacks should get those yards. It doesn't make it makes no sense.
That's receiving yards.
I think the receiver ran the route to get those yards. He gets all the yards, and then he gets yak as well. But quarterback, as soon as he catches it, those are no longer your yards. How are you responsible for those yards?
Well, what about
why is that on your stats?
What
that
about
makes no sense.
The receiver doesn't get credit for the yards that the ball traveled through the air? That was the quarterback that did that.
He had to run those routes. That was if it's a 10-yard route, he had to run 10 yards. He absolutely should get those yards. He's the one running the yard.
Well, you can run a lot of yards and not get the ball. Do you get credit for that?
No.
Same thing.
You need the ball. No, it's not the same thing. You get the ball. If you run a good route, you should get credit for running the route. If you throw a good ball, you should get credit for throwing the ball. You should not get credit for any yards after the catch. Why? Why if I throw a hitch and a receiver dookie on a DB, he goes 60 to the house? Why does the quarterback get 60 yards? What? Makes no sense.
What if you're like backed up on your own 5-yard line, you run a good route, and then you catch the ball in stride at like your own 30, and then you just keep going, like a perfect pass from the quarterback? You would not have been able to run the rest of those yards if it wasn't for the perfect pass.
Yeah, because you need the ball.
So you're saying that both the quarterback and the receiver get credit for the air yards of the pass?
Yes. Because the receiver is the one running the route. That another reason why quarterbacks they don't play the same game we play. Like, the reason why they have so much longevity is because they're just so taken care of, right?
Yeah.
Like in practice, in training camp, you can't touch them. Yeah. There's less wear and tear on your body as a quarterback, and so you should not get you should not get the credit for the pain that other people go through, the wear and tear that other people go through. Why? I have not heard of a convincing argument. Why?
You would love advanced stats. You're an advanced stats guy. We have all this. It's just the traditional stats.
It's not official stats though.
Yeah, I mean they're never going to change those, even because then it makes it hard to compare.
I'm just making the case that they should, like with a quarterback throwing for 300 yards. Not really.
Yeah, but I mean, we have all this. Like, if there's a quarterback who checks it down all the time, and say it was, I don't know it, but say it was Purdy and McCaffrey, he just dumps it down every time McCaffrey makes great plays. Like, we would know that because we have all air yards and all that stuff.
You know what I think it would do as well? I think it would cut the prestige of the quarterback down as well. Like, just the way quarterbacks are talked about, it's bothers. As a player who used to play in the trenches, it just bothers me. It does bother me a little bit. Yeah.
I think you're given. Well, it is.
No, I'm not hating. This is what it is. To play this game at a high level, my life has significantly changed. Monetarily, obviously, but I can no longer live without pain. Like I just live in a perpetual state of pain. Quarterbacks probably, but there's an entire system built around them to not get them. That we just don't play the same sport. We don't play the same sport. And so, but the way that they're like fourth quarter comebacks, right? All they talk about is the quarterbacks. All we talk about is the quarterbacks and how the quarterbacks brought them back. The quarterbacks. Bro, there's an entire offensive line balling. There's an entire like routes. And yeah, you did your job. But the quarterbacks just get all the love. That's just how we've grown to market the game, which I understand. I'm not stupid. I understand that's the draw. But they get too much credit. It's the ultimate team sport.
I think there is a market out there for your brand of football where you just want to get rid of quarterbacks and kickers. So it's just
I don't want to get rid of quarterback.
Well, no, but I'm saying I think we should create a league where there's no passing. It's Oklahoma drills just up and down the field. And it's like it's 7-on-7, but the opposite. It's just
B.
It's just running the football.
I would love it, like back in the football I grew up in, right? I would love it if they just treated quarterbacks like everybody else. They don't. They put these special little guidelines on them, and they don't play ball. Like there was who was I watching? I was watching the Eagles and the 49ers. And Jalen Hurts scrambles, and he slides hella late. He slides late. And so what is this defender supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? I'm taught to knock motherfuckers out.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I have to stop my momentum because this pretty boy sliding.
I agree with you.
So like they create an entirely different set of rules for these cats, and it's because they're not as good as athletes.
It's because it's to protect an investment.
Yeah, it's to protect like the image, and I mean quarterbacks also do put themselves in. They're in a vulnerable position more so than a lot of other positions sometimes. Like if you're following through on a pass, your body's in a place where you can't defend against just getting, crunched over. You're not ready to brace for anything. So you have to protect him to a certain extent. But no, you're right. Like they baby him sometimes. And that play in particular, I've always said like it's impossible to stop. Like if you're in motion, there are some examples of guys that go in like with a forearm like Vontaze Burfict used to do and aim for the head of the quarterback. That happens from time to time.
I don't care about that though.
But more often than not, it's somebody that's in the process of trying to make a tackle. And the quarterback gets down, they lower where their head's at, and then you just follow through on the tackle because you're moving.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's fair.
But hold on, do you have an argument as to why? Because I'm genuinely curious. A good argument as to why a quarterback should get the yards after catch.
I think it's more so the fact that it's a passing play, so everything that happens from a passing play counts as a pass yard.
Do you think that's a convincing argument?
I don't know. It's a good question.
I don't particularly care one way or the other, but I would say I would not be in favor of changing it just because it makes it much more difficult to compare players from different eras.
No, I think they would absolutely. So like pound for pound, that's why I feel like Dan Marino is probably one of the best quarterbacks of all time because he was doing it in an era where that shit wasn't happening, right? That was a run dominated era. And so his passing yards was a lot. And so you could probably make the case that, he aired it out more than most quarterbacks of today. I would say all quarterbacks of today's era. But like the previous era, you know what I'm saying? He was competitive in that in that era. Like he could compete with the Bradys and the Mannings and the Breezes, right? Because he was like that. I don't know. I just feel like it would take the prestige of the quarterback down a little bit. And maybe I'm a purist, you know what I'm saying? I think most people disagree with me because they love their quarterback. But
I mean, yeah, it does. It takes away some of the bump that quarterbacks get from having great receivers that make stuff happen after the catch. It's like your job. I understand that your job ended the second he caught the ball.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like was that remember that Randy Moss Thanksgiving? game.
Yep.
3 catches, 3 touchdowns, 163 yards.
Yep.
Quarterback got all that, but one of them was a hitch for 70. Like, come on, man. I ain't got nothing to do with you.
Big T, what did you think about Juwan Jennings yesterday?
I was going to say, actually, the most impressive thing we haven't talked about, which is Juwan Jennings. He's the man.
So Juwan Jennings is now third place all-time in the NFL for postseason touchdown passes thrown by a University of Tennessee player.
Okay. I'm going to go out on a limb and say one is Peyton Manning.
That's correct.
And
Heath
Schuler.
Nope.
Okay. T. Martin? No.
Peyton Manning had 40, by the way, 40 touchdown passes.
So somewhere between 2 and 40 is second place. It's not. Show me. Man.
Heath Schuler.
I don't think it's got to be before Peyton.
I will tell you that you are correct.
Because, like, Casey Clausen, none of those guys.
Mm-mm.
So we're thinking.
Before Peyton Manning. I don't know. Did Condrez play in the NFL? I don't think Condrez played in the NFL. Did he?
I would assume so, but yeah, let's guess Conrad Holloway.
It is Pat Ryan. Pat Ryan played for the Jets in the 1980s.
I would have never got there.
1970s and 1980s.
How many touchdowns does he have?
Pat Ryan is.
He had 5 postseason touchdowns.
Good for him.
Yeah. So Manning 40, Pat Ryan 5, Juwan Jennings 2.
Juwan's going to have a chance to get there.
He is, yeah. I mean, he
threw a dot.
He was a great high school quarterback.
Yeah, my high school played him.
How'd that go?
Let's find the score of that game. 2014. It didn't go well, to answer your question.
I can't imagine that it did.
49-21. They had 582 yards of offense. He was nasty as a quarterback. He went to UT as a quarterback, but it was kind of understood, like, we're going to give you a chance at quarterback, but you're probably going to play DB or receiver.
So who beat him out?
Josh Dobbs.
Okay. Passed or not?
Yeah.
Arian, have you paid attention at all? I can't imagine that you have, to the theory going around about the 49ers and why they are so injury prone.
I have not, but I'm all ears, buddy.
Okay. There is I don't know if it originated with this guy. I think it did because he went out there and did some legwork on it. There is a guy online. I think he might be a fake Sun or a new Sun guy. He's really into like finding out about different forms of energy. Some might call it pseudoscience stuff. He claims that there is a abnormal amount of injuries coming from the 49ers in the last several seasons, which is true. He said since they've moved to Levi's Stadium, which is where their practice facility is, that's where they practice now. That was 2014. They've been top 5 in adjusted games lost for 10 out of 11 seasons. They've had 8 full Achilles patellar ruptures. The league average is 2 to 3. They've had 40-plus major hamstring and calf tears, high ankle strains, and they say that they have that at an unusually high clip when you compare it to every other team. The guy said none of the other usual explanations add up. Like the turf that they use, they play on grass at home. The scheme that they use, the only one variable is unique. The players know it in their guts. In early 2025, retired guard John Feliciano let it slip. Players have joked around about there being an electrical substation right next to the practice field and how that has led to Niners injury problems. So this guy went out to the Niners practice field. He brought a Gauss meter, which I guess measures electric fields. So he went at 11 a.m. on a Monday, and it read 8.5 milligauss at the far edge of the field. Inside the facilities, it's potentially 10 to 25 milligauss. The typical background exposure is 0.5 to 3 milligauss. So you're looking at like 20 to like 30, 40 times higher of a load of electric currents traveling through the air. And he says that that could be a reason why they keep getting hurt. I don't think that it's true.
How does he give a how, like how an uptick of electricity could correlate to soft tissue?
It allegedly degrades collagen and weakens your tendons.
I've never heard of that. I mean, I don't know enough to.
It's interesting.
So Dr. David Chow, he's the former Chargers physician. I heard him talk about this, and he said that they use like electro currents when you're doing injury recovery, like as a medicinal thing, which is true. Like I've had that done, where they like hook your body up to like small little, pulses.
Yeah, when you ice, they do that. Stem, they call it.
Yeah, stem. So it like temporarily inflames or twitches some of the muscles, which then promotes recovery. So he doesn't think that it's true. He said if anything, it should make them more healthy. But I don't know. I think it's probably worth exploring that if you're exposed to like a lot of electric waves going through the air, like a higher amount, it could change how some of your soft tissue is connected.
I'm skeptical, but it would be fun to explore that claim.
Also, even if it's not true, it almost doesn't matter if the players believe it's true.
Yeah.
Because all it's going to take is one massive free agent to be like, I would have gone to San Francisco, but I'm scared of that, so I'm going somewhere else. You got to move.
Yeah.
You got to pack up and move.
You know what? I'm going to go to Pittsburgh. I'm going to play where there's coal mines.
Mm-hmm.
And if you breathe in some of that dust, that just makes your lungs more efficient.
I'm also just anti, in general, teams whose facility is at the stadium. I don't like that.
You want them to go to a different place for game day?
Yeah, it's just I don't. Houston's is at the stadium, right?
The what?
The facility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the practice. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that. It's got to be somewhere else.
Why not?
The stadium just feels like it should be its own place, I don't know.
Well, I played in two. So I played in Miami and I played in Houston. Houston's facility was right there. And then Miami's facility was in Fort Lauderdale, and the stadium was in Miami. The reason why I like it where you play there is because it does feel like home turf. You know what I'm saying? I'm here every day. These locker rooms, the halls, I'm here every day. This is our spot. So it feels more like home. And then when like you feel like you're visiting your home turf when you play like that. I understand.
That makes sense.
Argument.
When you were in Miami,
I don't have a strong reason for this. It's just something I don't like.
In Miami, was there ever a time that you like got into your car for game day and you accidentally started driving towards the practice facility?
No, because Fort Lauderdale's like we all stayed, well, most of us. Well, I did anyway because I knew I was going to be there for too long. But Fort Lauderdale is like I think it's like 30-40 minute drive, maybe, if my memory serves me correctly. So like the facility was in, so like I knew and I think matter of fact, we had to stay in a hotel the night before. Yeah. And so we would stay in a hotel before. It's been a while, man. I don't remember.
So yeah, I've wondered about that too. Like for home games, you would stay in a hotel?
Yeah. Football coaches don't trust football players.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like some cats you can't trust them. They'll be in the club. They'll do stupid shit. But other cats, like they should have some better gauge because yeah.
I think in Miami it's probably worse too.
That's true. Yeah.
Like if you want, it doesn't take a lot in Miami to convince you to go out.
Yeah, I was just always like, it's just different. It's not like basketball. Like if I go out the night before a football game, I can injure I can get hurt, like seriously hurt. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If I go in, if I'm hungover or whatever the case may be, like I can hurt myself. So I never looked at it like, let me just step. Nah, hell no. You don't. It was like you had to take care of my body. It's not like another game. Because like if I play basketball, we hit the city for sure.
Yeah.
You can play basketball. It's fun. Like, you know what I'm saying? Playing basketball a little faded.
Just sweat it out. Yeah.
Michael Jordan used to do that. He played like 36 rounds of golf, have a game at night, go put up 35. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did players I've heard a lot of NFL players talk about carpooling to games. Did you do that?
I've never done
like
that.
I've heard several players talk about like they'd ride 3 and 4 guys in a car to the game. Like they all lived in the same neighborhood and they
Greg Olson just talked
yeah,
about that, right?
I saw him talk about it. I think Matt Ryan and the other quarterbacks would drive together to games. I don't know.
It wasn't a thing in my part. But again, like we used to stay in the hotels the night before, so they would all I guess. I don't know.
But in Houston you would drive, right?
Yeah, so you drive to the hotel, you stay there at night, and then you drive to the
Oh,
game.
you stayed in a hotel with the Texans too?
Yeah. I would be surprised if that's changed in the NFL. I would be surprised. I think everybody stays in a hotel the night before, home or away.
I know college does that. I didn't think NFL did before home games.
I wouldn't think so either. It is the biggest waste of time in the world. Bro, we used to have like meetings at 8 p.m. and it's just to make sure cats don't do stupid shit because they'll have like 30-minute offense, 30-minute team, 10-minute individual, whatever the case may be. And you just sit there and go over the same shit you did the entire week. I used to hate that shit, though. It's such a waste of time.
Did you have a roommate when you would stay in the hotel?
Nah. In college, yes.
Okay.
That got hectic too, because we was college kids, right? So we'd have like we fucking around in the halls, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., playing and shit, shooting dice, doing stupid shit.
Big T, did you see what your Falcons have been up to?
With hiring Matt Ryan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about the title of his position?
Director of football?
I think he's president of football.
Yeah, I love that they just took operations out. He's just president of football.
President of football.
I love it.
That's such a cool title.
Yeah.
President of football for Matt Ryan.
Stephen Shea would kill someone to have that title.
Does that mean that he oversees like scouting and
I think
he's above the GM?
Well, there isn't a GM right now.
But when they hire a GM, they report to Matt Ryan?
I don't know. Yeah, I think he's in charge.
And I think with a guy like, if you name somebody president of football, I don't think that you ever fire that guy. Like, unless he does something really bad.
Yeah.
For a moral clause. Like, you're the president of football? Like, the GM reports to you, coach reports to you?
The thing is, we can't have Matt Ryan suck, because then it's sad.
Well, he would be a guy that would get the blame, even though he would not be making any of the choices.
I think he's making choices.
Well, he would make choices of who to hire, right?
I think he's going to be very involved from at least what I understand.
Yeah, I want to know what his day-to-day is going to be like. That's a sick-ass job title, though.
Yeah, new uniforms, too. We're everything fresh in 26.
What's the new uniform?
Oh,
it's coming out in April.
They have the recipe. They don't need...
Well, there are... The rumors are that it's going to be a very throwback-inspired look.
I hope so, because they got some... That's top 2, top 3.
I think the logo needs to change too. The 90s one is too simplistic, but this one's doing too much. We need a new logo.
I don't remember. Let me see the old.
The 90s one is it's a triangle with a little head on it, and it's bad. It's cool because you associate it with like the Dirty Birds and stuff, but it's not a great logo.
I mean, yeah, I like that one.
You do like it?
It looks like it's like a mean little bird, you know what I mean?
With his stupid little arm just hanging off. That's the part I hate the most.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand. It doesn't look like it belongs there for sure. The new one is ass. I don't like the new one.
Me neither.
I like the old joint.
I think
I seen this lady, I don't know who she is, but she's on social media and she like rebrands all the team's logos.
Yeah.
Some of them shits are fire. I don't know who she is though.
I've seen her on TikTok. She has some good ones.
Yeah, she hard.
But yeah, they're doing new uniforms, new coach, new GM. I'd love a new quarterback.
New year, new me, the Falcons said.
Yep.
Another new quarterback?
Yeah.
I mean, the GM, when he drafted Michael Penix, he was fired at that moment.
Should have been, literally.
When he went up to Arthur Blank and was like, hey, here's what's going on. And Arthur Blank clearly had no idea that was about to happen. It was like, you better be 100% right about it. Michael Penix better get like to a Super Bowl in his first 2 seasons to make a deal like this after you just paid Kirk Cousins.
And by the way, nobody paid any attention because they were out. Once they got eliminated from the playoffs and Penix got hurt and they brought Kirk Cousins back in, he was pretty good.
Yeah, he was.
and now they're going to release him. And Penix is hurt for at least the first half of next year, it seems.
Yeah.
So you're going to need somebody.
How much longer is on Kirk Cousins' contract?
He's redoing it, so
after March, nothing. He will be gone.
Yeah, maybe before.
Is he going to retire?
I don't.
Buddy, go get another $20 million. Like somebody will give it to
Somebody's
him.
going to pay Kirk Cousins, I think.
I mean, he's 37.
He played well enough to, I think, earn a contract.
Hey, let's not age shame over here.
I'm not shaming that at all. I'm just putting it out there as a pure fact. And by the time next season starts, he will be 38.
So like you did it again.
Someone's going to give him
again,
$17 million.
Nothing positive or negative. I'm just saying those are the facts.
I'm just giving you facts.
Look, my team had like a 42-year-old quarterback for the past 3 seasons.
That was wild. Yeah,
that is true.
And Joe Flacco, didn't he play with him?
Yep.
Yeah. Like I have nothing against a mature quarterback.
Phillip Rivers came back, which doubles down on my point that quarterbacks play a different sport. Ain't no 42-year-old nothing coming back off the couch and being productive. Fuck out of here.
Speaking about old guys, I've got some old guy sports news for you, Arian. You'll enjoy this.
This is disgusting.
Do it.
The GOAT, LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
He is currently in his 23rd NBA season. Pretty impressive stuff.
Respect.
23rd, NBA season. Starting tonight in Sacramento, he will be wearing a special edition patch on his jersey to celebrate his record-setting 23rd NBA season, because Sacramento is where he began his career back in 2003. The patch, which LeBron will wear for the remainder of the season, features a silhouette of his pregame chalk toss and 3 colored stripes representing the franchises he played for in Cleveland, Miami, and Los Angeles. So I will send a picture of LeBron and this patch to the group chat so that you can see it, Arian. LeBron's got his own patch. He's got his own flair.
I think he deserves it.
His own flair is funny as hell.
Yeah. Now, whose idea do you think? Yeah. Do you think this was Adam Silver's idea, or do you think this was maybe the Players Association thought hey, let's do something nice for LeBron and design this patch for him? Who do you think came up with the idea for him to wear his own jersey patch? I mean,
what the fuck I'm a Lakers fan and a LeBron fan, but what the fuck is this, yo?
Yeah. It's pretty good. This might be my favorite thing he's ever done.
I got nothing. Why are we doing this stuff? It's amazing. You have done something that nobody has done. But
I would actually. Does he have a deal with Topps or somebody? Because I think Topps is putting him in trading cards.
Okay.
So I think this was a LeBron Topps joint venture where they're like, we're going to put, so there's 40 games left in the season or whatever. They're like, we're going to have 40 cards with this on them. We're going to sell each of them for $100,000.
Yeah.
And then he gets a cut.
Yeah, it's a business move. It's got to be a business move on his part, right?
Maybe this is his, because you remember the Kobe farewell tour?
Yep.
That was just so unique and it was so dope. Maybe this is him trying to kick that off?
Yeah. You think this is, you can't come back for another season after you get a patch season, right?
Oh, no, he's announcing before his last season.
In uncharted territory right now. I don't know, man.
He's announcing before his last season that it will be his last season. He's getting a farewell tour.
But if he comes back, is he going to have another patch?
I don't know.
New patch.
He's getting a gift in every city and a send-off. Like when they were giving Derek Jeter rocking chairs and shit.
Yeah.
Or the videos for the video montage for every team he's played against.
The tribute. Thank you, LeBron.
For kicking our ass for a quarter century.
I mean, the last time he plays in Cleveland will be he's on our team.
They should let him play for the Cavs in that game.
Yeah. He should be allowed to go back and forth.
Yeah. Like when the Lakers play the Cavs in Cleveland, he should be a Cav.
Well, he should be
I think he should be a Cav.
Like in grade school, you have all-time quarterback. He's all-time offense. So he's wearing a split jersey, and he's just whatever team has the ball.
Yeah,
it's 6-on-4 for that team.
Split jersey, but 2 patches, one on each side of the jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he the longest tenured NBA player ever?
I think he is, right?
I believe so.
Is that what this patch
yeah,
is
the patch
representing?
is commemorating that. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if it was just like 23 for 23.
No, this is his 23rd season, and no one's ever done that, and so naturally you get a patch that you wear.
Also,
every game.
why is it happening in the middle of the season?
Because that's where he started his career, was in Sacramento, and so he's going back to Sacramento tonight. And so it does sound like something that was like agreed to after the season started.
Right,
Yeah.
like that's not that like.
Yeah, and
Although I do remember
monumental.
that game.
I do
Like,
too.
Because the hype around LeBron was something like I had never seen before. This was supposed to be like, to his credit though, to be able to perform and at the level he did with the amount of pressure that was on him coming into the league, unbelievable. And to keep his, you know what I'm saying, to keep his name clean, wasn't no crazy shit going on off the field, off the court. It's unreal actually what he's able to do.
Yeah, but also shouldn't you give credit to the media for absolutely nailing that prediction?
Great call.
No.
He was
Eric?
16, 17 years old on the cover of Sports Illustrated, and chosen one, and the media said this guy is going to be the next Michael Jordan, and he was. Like that, we called our shot as a member of the media. Like, how about a little bit of thanks from LeBron? Would that kill him? We set the expectation. Like, did he even know he was capable of being that good at basketball until the media said LeBron James is great at basketball?
No.
I'm just saying. Maybe a thank you to Dickie V every now and again. Maybe a hey.
Never that.
Appreciate
Never that. It's the anti-Dickie V pod.
Anti-Dickie V? Why?
We've been over.
Oh,
this.
that's right. Yep.
Prostitute.
Yep.
Prostitute. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh. Now Ty Simpson is getting offered $6.5 million.
Yeah.
Crazy. Just ahead of my time, baby. That's all that was. Ahead of my time.
Aaron, have you ever heard the expression "pressure makes diamonds"?
I have heard that.
How about the pressure that the media put on LeBron
You're still on this
to
one,
be
huh?
great, and now he wants all the credit for unearthing himself, and all the guy can say is mine, mine, mine.
You want a little camera on the patch. You want some acknowledgement on the patch.
Maybe like a pen,
Glasses.
a notepad, and a Diet Coke.
Hell yeah.
Like, let's
Acknowledge that.
Yeah, the media should get their own patches.
Absolutely.
Do you know he probably is my favorite guy on TikTok right now. This is the most sports media guy that exists. And he seems great. Like, I'm not disparaging him at all. But he covers the Maple Leafs, and he does NHL arena media food reviews of each arena's like setup for the media buffet, and it's my favorite content on TikTok. It's awesome.
It sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I was talking to one of the guys from the Caps the other week when they were in town, and they said that they recently put an ice cream machine in the media room.
That's big.
And now the media just absolutely loves it. And so they're much easier to deal with. Fewer complaints coming from the media when you got an ice cream machine set up.
You know, we not to brag, you and I were talking to Matt Olson when we were at the Braves Brewers game, and the Braves got an ice cream machine put in. I think it was 22 when they made the crazy comeback against the Mets.
Yeah.
And they were like, we want an ice cream machine in the clubhouse. And they got it, and they went on a crazy win streak. And then Matt told us that they got the ice cream machine taken out, and then last year they were trash.
Yep.
So we need the ice cream machine back this season.
Yeah, make it happen.
Because that gets the fellas fired up.
Make it happen. Maybe Matt Ryan does that for the Falcons too, president of football.
Yeah. I think he's got a good relationship with the Braves.
Ice cream machine.
The morale in this place since we put an ice cream machine in through the roof.
Yeah, Brandon hasn't assaulted anybody in like a year. It's pretty good. It's pretty good stuff. We got one new conspiracy that we should talk about a little bit today that Big T sent over about the population of planet Earth. This is from Bonesaw MD. Do you think that's a real doctor?
I doubt it. But to be clear, this is a bunch of people have started pushing this
Okay.
for some reason.
I'll read the post that he made. There are not up to 8 billion people living in this world. A laughable and unserious belief, truly. Most of humanity is unbirthed. Most online accounts are ghosts or bots. Census data has been severely embellished outside the West to claim more resources, peacock, and make their people feel small and inconsequential. In China, there are hundreds of unexplained ghost towns. Phone companies reported over 100 million are no longer in service or not used at all without explanation. They claimed 500 million in the 1950s, then somehow boomed after the CCP to 1.2 billion by 2000, which would require every woman to have 5 surviving babies on average. Except there was a strict one-child policy for about 4 decades. That only became the 2-child policy in 2015. There was a famine. They stopped reporting COVID deaths out of shame, then secretly built mass funeral cemeteries at an alarming rate. In India, the most recent official census data for India shows population in Tier 1 and Tier 2 cities to be 300 million maximum. If this is true, almost 900 million people live in rural Indian villages. Does this sound correct at all? Can it be said confidently by someone with sense? No. The womb of the world is barren. There's hardly anybody here.
And that's based on, there was a woman who was a Chinese defector who said that there's only like 500 million people that live there.
Now, what would be the benefit of China claiming that they had 1.2 billion?
I don't know, but I've seen this from multiple people now, this theory that, and it's just, it's purely vibes based, that they're just like, I think it's less. I think it's more. I think there's so many more people than they're telling us.
So the rural population of India is about 915 million based on World Bank data, which aligns with the post figure, but it reflects vast dispersed villages rather than urban density. So they're looking at the 2 biggest cities and saying how many people in India can live outside of these 2 big cities, or the Tier 1 and Tier 2 cities. But I think a lot of people can.
Yeah, probably.
It just doesn't check out with what they believe to be true based on vibes. So I don't know. I mean, it's impossible really to get an accurate count for how many people live on planet Earth at any given time, but you can guess. I think they probably do a pretty decent job at guessing. When it comes to like 100 million people who have phone bills that are no longer in service, I mean, that could be explained by people dying.
Yeah.
Or people just stop paying their bill.
Yeah, I don't know what the benefit for anyone would be for inflating the population numbers. I think they're deflated. I
would like to talk to Donnie, the Wonton Don, about the unexplained ghost towns that they built in China, like the cities that are very sparsely populated. I think some of that is putting people to work and building stuff, and I know that China wants to project strength and project industriousness to the world, so having these massive architectural projects, they can then use that to like market themselves. Like, China's back, baby. Look what we built.
Just to go back to the other conspiracy theory we discussed real quick, as we've been talking, Peter Cowan, the 49ers electro guy, has tweeted out, calling in a favor, ex-friends. They've written me off as a conspiracy theorist. I don't give a fuck. I speak the truth as I see it. My hypothesis came from real clinical experience with MCAS/EDS clients. I'm looking for an outlet with reach and curiosity who will let me dig into it. Please retweet. I don't know the media world very well, but someone along the lines of Joe Rogan, Andrew Huberman, Luke Story. Who is this guy? He has a podcast, I guess. Or anyone cut from that cloth. Are we cut from that cloth?
Yeah.
I would love to have this guy on.
Yeah, bring him on.
Yeah, I'd like to know what he says. So, what's this guy's name?
Peter Cowan.
Wait. Is that the same guy that did the 49ers thing?
That's what we're talking about.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the population thing.
Oh, wait.
No.
Geriatric moment. Jesus Christ, Eric.
My bad.
You missed it. I did say to go back to the other thing.
All right. I got a text from Jerry about something that him and I are working on business-wise. So I missed that part of it. Yeah, I would like to talk to Peter Cowan.
Yeah. Let's see if we can make that happen.
I'm sure he
had an epiphany.
Wait.
Is that the same guy? Yeah.
He said his DMs are open, or you can email hello@sunlightislife.com.
Okay.
I think we just hit the DM with the show account. Show them we mean business.
Yeah, I like that.
Or if you want, I mean, you've got a lot of followers, PFT. I don't know.
No, let's reach out to him. Let's reach out to him via the show. I like that. Yeah, this guy seems like he'd be tailor-made. I don't know. Going back to the population thing, though, I don't really understand why every country would pretend to have more people. It's just for intimidation factor. Be like, hey, if you start a war with us, we got more.
Yeah, I don't know. I think people just want to feel something, you know.
And it seems like part of this guy's claim is that all the online accounts that are bots, that like is evidence for there not being as many people. That's just a shitload of bots. I don't think that's evidence of anything at all. There are so many bots online, by the way.
Yeah, that's a separate issue.
Dead internet theory.
So many bots, and a lot of them are like OnlyFans adjacent, I think. But a lot of them are also crypto adjacent.
So I recently found Substack, and I asked my daughter I said, "What's Substack?" And she said it's like social media for people who don't want to say they're on social media.
Yeah, it's like blogs.
What is it?
No, it's like it's writers who do their own thing rather than work for like a publication.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like some people have gotten fired or left jobs or whatever who were writers, and then they go do their own thing on Substack where they're like, you can pay me $5 a month and read all my stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Isn't it the guy who was dating
OnlyFans for writers?
Yeah. Kinda.
You can describe it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only readers.
Yeah. Pay me directly. And like
a Patreon kind of.
No, that's actually a good description. It's like I'll do one article a week that is free for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want the feet pics, that costs more.
We have more breaking news.
Okay.
Coaching candidates believe the race for John Harbaugh is down to the Giants and Falcons.
What?
Ooh.
This pleases me.
That's good. That's big.
Yeah.
I saw a tweet earlier that said there was real interest between him and the Cleveland Browns.
That's not what I'm seeing.
Maybe between the Cleveland Browns and him. I think he's going to be.
You know where that's from?
Yeah, but I can't think of it.
Do you want it?
Yeah.
Heavyweights. It was
okay. See, I've never seen that movie.
I don't know his name. You've seen the clip though. It is Heavyweights when they was in the cabin. And he goes, "This pleases me." I use that meme all the time.
Okay, yeah, I've seen this clip, but I've never seen the movie.
Mm-hmm. Heavyweights is a classic.
But yeah, that'd be nice. John Harbaugh and Matt Ryan to rule the world.
That would be really nice. Yeah. Now I think he's going to be a Giant.
Why? Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart. It makes it kind of attractive. I feel like the Maras.
You know what's really attractive?
They got that old money.
28-year-old Mike Penix off his fourth knee injury going into his first full season. Actually, it won't even be a full season. He'll be going into his fourth year in the NFL having not started a full season.
That is true.
But you know who I think might just be awesome?
Who?
It's Trinidad Chambliss.
So
I think he might just be awesome.
I think he might too. I agree. Now, what is he, 5'11"?
I'm not sure.
If he's listed as 6 feet, that means he's 5.
I mean, you're probably 5'10".
5'10", 5'11".
He is listed at 6'1", 200 pounds. So he's 5'11".
5'11". And how many pounds?
200.
200, that's pretty small.
Okay. I mean, gain some weight. You'll be fine.
But he's awesome.
He's really good.
I agree. I feel like he's different. Now, is he going to go back to school?
Well, he got denied his waiver, so they're suing.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to end up happening.
What does that mean, denied his waiver? What does that mean?
So this was Ole Miss's quarterback who started the year as the backup. He transferred in from Division II Ferris State, and their starter got hurt, and he came in and probably should have. There's an argument he should have won the Heisman Trophy. He was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And they went to the semifinal, and he was incredible in the playoff. And he appealed for a 6th year of eligibility was his due to a medical year he lost or something?
There was a medical issue involved, yeah.
Right, because Pavia's thing is a junior college.
Yeah.
Trying to get that to not count, but his was medical. Like, he had an actual reason.
Yeah.
And it got denied. So as of now, he would have to go to the NFL, but they're suing to try to get it, overturned or whatever. So there's still a chance he could play in college next year, but I think monetarily, it would probably behoove him to play in college for one more year because you can get $4 or $5 million, and he's probably not going to get that in the NFL. But I think he.
How old is he going to be?
Well, if this was his 5th year, he's probably 22, 23.
We got to stop this.
He was born August 24th of 2002, so he is 23 years old.
That's my birthday.
Let's go. The chosen one.
The chosen one.
I do think the 24 years old has got to stop.
You don't like that?
That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's good for quarterbacks.
Well, it's good for anybody that can.
That argument. I can see that argument, but I mean, after a while, it's like, dog, go, man. Move on, bro. Especially in basketball. In basketball, that shit is horrible.
Well, now basketball, you can just play in the NBA and then come play in college. There's no rules anymore.
I do have.
Have you seen that? Baylor added a guy at Christmas who was drafted in the 2023 NBA draft. And was he part of the Karl Anthony Towns trade?
Oh, I don't know.
He was traded for somebody.
Yeah.
He didn't play a game in the NBA yet, but he was drafted. He's from Spain, I think.
And he's back at Baylor now.
And he joined the team in the middle of the season. And he's playing for Baylor University as a freshman.
That is goofy. He's a freshman?
Yeah, because he hadn't played in college before.
Wait, how old is he?
Like 24.
That is goofball central, dog. What are we doing?
His draft rights were part of a larger deal for Karl Anthony Towns in 2024.
Grown-ass men playing against children.
He was drafted 31st overall by the Pistons in 2023.
That's crazy.
Damn near a first-round draft pick.
It's back to my theory, man. Some of these motherfuckers need to get slapped, man. All these committees and these rules, slap them. They need to get slapped.
By the way, he's 21. He's not 24. But
okay,
Aaron, I've got.
I mean,
but he was an NBA draft pick.
It is wild, but I mean, I think 24 is crazy. 21.
Well, he'll be a junior at 24.
21's fine. I'm okay with 21-year-olds playing against 18-year-olds.
I've got some more breaking news for you, Arian. Some golf breaking news.
Hit me with a big dog.
All right, so it looks like the PGA Tour has agreed to reinstate Brooks Koepka.
Love that.
As a member of the tour. And along with that, they've put out criteria for any player that's coming back from the LIV Tour who wants to get back.
I'll tell you who's next.
Who?
Jon Rahm.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm calling it. He was a. I'm sorry. Finish. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
Well, no, I was going to say, like, when did Jon Rahm sign up with the LIV Tour? Brooks was one of the first. Brooks and Bryson were.
Brooks was the first. Brooks, Bryson, and then Jon Rahm went because his was like I think it was like 600 mil or something like that, right?
Yeah,
something crazy. But you could tell, right? I watching it because I don't know if you remember, but Jon Rahm is one of my favorite golfers. But you can tell that he is a golf purist. He loves the tradition. He wants to be a part of like those big events and stuff like that. You could tell towards the end, last couple of years, he loves golf. He loves the purity of it. He loves the traditional events, and he wants to play in those shits. You could absolutely tell. But I mean, you wave 600 million in my face. I don't fuck what I'm doing. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I don't fuck what's happening.
So the PGA, they're trying to set like a list of concessions that you have to make when you're coming back, and they're trying to make it as uniform as possible. So this is the statement from the CEO of the PGA Tour, Brian Rolap. He said, designed to provide an alternative path back to PGA Tour competition for past members who have achieved the highest accomplishments in the game, the returning member program mandates heavy and appropriate limitations to both tournament access and potential earnings that we believe properly holds returning members accountable for substantial compensation earned elsewhere. It also includes elite performance-based criteria that...
Wait, what?
So there's going to be concessions that people will have to make to come back on the PGA Tour if they had left.
But what do they mean by that, though?
They're saying since you left the tour, since you decided to take a lot of money to pursue a different opportunity, and you left us, and now you want to come back, there will be some concessions that you'll have to make for coming back.
No, I understand that, but what do they like? What kind of concession?
I'll get into that. So it says it includes elite performance-based criteria that requires winning the Players' Championship, Masters Tournament, PGA Championship, U.S. Open, or the Open Championship between 2022 and 2025. So those specific players that won a major and then left, they are eligible for this return pathway back.
Hold on, cats that haven't won a major or not?
I think that for the elite golfers that have, there will be specific concessions that they're required to make to come back. And then for somebody that hasn't, it might be more difficult for them to come back.
So they're going to have to like go through Q school again?
I don't know. But here's what he says. Its strict limitations, which Brooks has agreed to, include a 5-year forfeiture of potential equity in the PGA Tour's Player Equity Program, representing one of the largest financial repercussions in professional sports history, with estimations that he could miss out on approximately 50 to 85 million in potential earnings, depending on his competitive performance and the growth of the tour. At the request of the PGA Tour, Brooks has also agreed to make a $5 million charitable contribution, the recipients of which will be determined jointly. Importantly, the returning member program will not take away playing opportunities from current members. Fields will be expanded as needed. Other eligible players interested in seeking PGA Tour reinstatement must do so by the time the returning member program closes on Monday, February 2nd. This is a one-time defined window and does not set a precedent for future situations. Once the door closes, there is no promise that this path will be available again. So, PGA Tour taking a hard line, setting a deadline, make up your mind by February 2nd, or you might not get back. But if you want to come back, just know that we might dock you in certain areas that you were used to getting before.
So it says Bryson, Rahm, and Cam Smith are eligible under.
They're on the clock?
Yeah.
I wish there was a money line. John Rahm is going.
Yeah.
Let's see if that's on
Poly
Market.
So I kind of like this from the PGA Tour. Good for them for like having a little bit of a spine in this situation. If you left and you want to come back, it sounds like the PGA Tour has the power right now. They've got the leverage. And I mean, that it sounds like for an elite player like Brooks with the Player Equity Program, that
I don't know enough about that. What is the Player Equity Program?
As the tour grows, the best players stand to make money off the overall financial success of the tour.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So, I mean,
I'd have to.
It sounds like the guys that left, like you said with John Rahm, who is like very into the tradition of golf and competing against the best players in the world, they miss that. They miss being in that conversation. And so if you want to come back, give me a pound of flesh, then we'll talk.
I don't know. It depends on, because I know a lot of them cats felt a certain way about the backlash they got from leaving.
Yeah.
So that could have, sullied their love for the prestige of golf. Because I know, they got shit on. I felt like unfairly too. Like, oh, you taking blood money and blah blah blah. All this shit, blood money. If you got a job, that's blood money.
Yeah, I think with the LIV, it was like bloodier than most.
I disagree. Well, it'll be a broader U.S. political conversation, but I think across the world,
yeah,
it's bad.
Nobody's hands are clean.
Yeah,
but with I think there's a difference though. With Saudi Arabia, they're clearly doing it just to try to whitewash their image. Like they had an ongoing embargo and laid siege to the entire country of Yemen, basically, and
sure. But I don't look at that.
300,000 people.
I don't look. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Saudis, but I think so. I look at like Nike, for instance. If you sign a deal with Nike, nobody looks at you crazy, but most of their shit is made in sweatshops.
Yep.
Where you exploit labor. So, but you're not gonna look at your iPhones, Cobalt, right? Like electric car, all of this stuff. Like we live in a consumerism, a world for the consumerism, where the consequences of it are real people getting exploited in a very real way. But I don't look at you differently because you have an iPhone or you wear a Nike shirt. I'm not gonna look at you any different if you play in a live golf tournament. Like you just try and feed your family. Like you are not the reason that is the people are getting exploited.
I think
I don't look at it like that.
I agree with that. But there's also a difference in that if you joined the LIV Tour, there was the expectation that you would say nice things about the Saudis. So they're like
job description.
But if you buy an iPhone or you buy an electric car, it doesn't come with a NDA being like, hey, you're not going to say anything mean about the CCP, right?
They were mandated they were mandated to say nice things about the Saudis or nice things about the league and how they were being treated?
Yeah, about the league and the leadership of the league, the ownership. And if you were asked about the Saudis, I think there was definitely an expectation that you would not ever say anything bad about them.
I think that's I think that's fine. I'm not looking for my political takes from golfers. You know what I mean? You just do your job. I don't look at them any way. I feel like they were criticized unjustly.
Listen, I agree with you in the sense that if you offered Brooks or John Rahm $400 million, $500 million, whatever it was, then that's money for your kids, your grandkids, your great grandchildren. Like your entire family is going to be set up. So it's tough to say don't take that money to another person.
Agreed. But I'm looking forward to seeing them motherfuckers back though.
Yeah.
I feel like the tour suffers greatly. And I feel like legacies suffer. Like I love to see them guys compete. So like to see Brooks compete against Scotty Scheffler on a regular basis with Rory, shit like that. Like, absolutely, man. Absolutely. I can't wait to see that. Like the fifth major, right? The Players.
Yeah.
I would love to see all them guys on that course. That's one of my favorite courses to watch. Cats play on. I would love to see all them guys play that, man.
Sawgrass?
I'm a fan. Yeah, I love that. I love that course.
Yeah.
17. Come on, man.
PFT got a birdie.
I got a birdie there.
Did you?
17, yeah.
Look at you go.
Yeah. I mean, I picked it up for my birdie, but really I only hit one shot.
We don't play that. You got to put all the birdies out. We don't play.
Chris Berman told me if it lands on the green, pick it up. It's a 2.
Oh, this is a bit. Fucking
no, he told me that.
It did happen.
It did happen. I hit the middle of the green.
Where was the pin?
Pin
bottom right.
No, pin was I think it was back right.
Like how many feet?
About 15 to 20 feet. It was a good shot.
Oh, okay.
A 20-foot gimme.
How about some credit for being like, hey, PFT, you hit it to within 15 or 20 feet at Sawgrass 17.
No.
I get no credit for that?
Was that your first shot?
Bro.
Yeah, first shot. No mulligans.
It's not a birdie.
It's all on tape.
You fuck around, bogey that shit. No.
It's all on tape. You can watch the entire setup. I step up to the tee, one swing, middle of the green. Berman told me pick it up. It's a 2.
It's like a 117-yard shot. It's not
Wrong.
that impressive.
It was 124. It was 124 yards.
I'll bet, dog. I'll bet, right? But it's not that impressive that you hit the green.
With the adrenaline going through your body and all the pressure.
I have no clue what that feels like. You're right.
Yeah. Just a little bit of credit for hitting a good shot. Unlike the most iconic hole.
But I'm not, you not getting no 15-foot gimme, bro. What?
I would have made it.
I would have put money on that.
I got a golf bag tag from Sawgrass that's currently on my golf bag, and it's the island green. And then at the end of your round, they engrave it with the number that you got and where your shot landed. And mine says 2. And it's in the middle of the green.
You're like your score?
On that hole, yep.
That's pretty dope. And yours says 2.
It says 2. And
that's a lot.
And they wrote it right where my ball landed.
You should have. Really? You only hit one shot. You kind of got a 1.
I got a 1. I got a hole in 1. That's a good point, Big T.
This is ridiculous.
All right. Well,
this is disrespectful.
I picked it up.
I can't believe you saying this in Ben Hogan's rolling in his grave right now.
Sorry, Ben.
There's one more thing that we need to discuss that I just found 5 minutes ago. Did you see this YouTuber who claims to have replicated the recipe for Coca-Cola?
No.
So it's the Lab Coats with a Z YouTube channel. And this guy seems to have done real, chemistry to do this. Like, he's dealing with a lot of phosphates and triglycerides and,
Yeah.
what. And, I mean, he's got
a mass spectrometer there.
Yeah, he's got real stuff going on here. And he claims that he found it. So it's right there.
And he published it?
Yeah.
Is that against the law?
I have no idea.
He said, do they have patent?
Yeah, but I guess if you find it on your own, I don't know. I don't know how he did it. I haven't watched the full video yet. I'm going to after this, but he says per liter of Coca-Cola, it's carbonated water, sugar, 1 milliliter of flavor solution A, and 10 milliliters of flavor solution B. And the flavor solutions have A has lemon oil, lime oil, tea tree oil, cassia cinnamon oil, nutmeg oil, orange oil, coriander oil, and fincol. I don't know what that is. And then flavor solution B has Shank's caramel color, glycerin, phosphoric acid, vinegar, vanilla extract, wine tannins, and caffeine.
So there's no cocoa. Is that what I'm seeing?
You thought there was chocolate in there?
Or something from... I know that they used to use the cocoa plant, and it used to have a small trace amounts of caffeine in it. Or of cocaine in it.
Yeah.
But I thought maybe there would be something from that plant. It looks like they've just figured out the right ingredients to give it that a similar taste.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
I mean,
that's a
major
major breakthrough.
That would be one of the craziest things anyone's ever discovered.
It's just figured out the Coke.
I mean,
recipe?
they kill people for that.
Yeah. About gravity. We talk about no Coca-Cola.
Well, when I say discovered, gravity's always existed. It was just somebody had to put a name to it.
Mm-hmm. Are you minimizing the description?
No, I'm just saying this recipe has been guarded for hundreds of years.
I mean, it's up there, Arian.
Gravity. Nobody invented gravity. They just had to describe what it was.
Yeah, that process was just not as intensive as Coca-Cola recipe.
I would be shocked.
This is a big deal.
I would be shocked if no one has been killed over the Coca-Cola recipe.
Yeah, especially back in the day.
Yeah.
When it was first getting started.
1880s?
Yeah.
Someone was killed for
you could get away with murder so easy in the 1880s.
Oh, man.
Damn near the 1980s.
About that sometimes.
Yeah.
Anything. Everything. How you going to catch what? No cameras.
Until DNA, I don't understand how anyone was caught for anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know how many false reports too? That shit happened a lot. Fam, I wasn't even in the city. That is what it is, dog. You fit the description.
So you think more people got I don't agree with you that more people got falsely convicted for stuff than now, because obviously, it'd be harder to disprove, but I think a lot more people got away than
I don't know how to quantify that, but I think a shitload of people got were innocent. Shawshank vibes.
Yeah, probably.
And I also think a lot more people think they relative to somebody that they probably ain't.
For sure.
Yeah, that's true.
You get a wife in the 1800s that's a little unsatisfied and a little curious. All of a sudden we got a baby. I don't know whose baby this is, but hey, don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah, I think people got accused of something if you had two eyewitnesses that were both hey, let's just lie about this.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably a one-way ticket to jail. If you probably had some flimsy alibis, you could go buy a train ticket and be hey, here's proof that I wasn't in this town. on this day. Look, I had a train ticket. And then they'd be like, okay, good enough for me. Sounds like we can't convict you.
I haven't seen it, but is it Ricky Gervais that's in that movie, The Invention of Lying?
Yeah, I think so.
Where he's
it's a good movie. That's a good movie.
Where he's the guy who's just like, he starts lying, and it's like you can just do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good movie. It's a good premise for a movie, too.
I would like to open up the phone lines for people who have ideas of how you would cheat in college football.
That's going to be a good episode.
If you were to design, and I'm trying to figure out a way to put limitations on it, to like not just invent stuff that is impossible.
It has to be within the context of things that are real. Like that you can do.
So like if you were to say, you want to intercept the signals or the communications, you can't be like, you get Oz the Mentalist on your staff, and then he just intercepts their brain waves.
You have to be able to describe how you would do it.
Yeah, describe how you would do it. If that's like, well, we have electronic warfare drones that hover above our opponent's sidelines, and then send that communication to us. Like, yeah, okay, I'll allow that, but like no mysticism or magic. No magic, because magic would be easy.
Eugenics.
Yeah. So let us know what you would do. What's the phone number?
347-560-0401.
All right. We have anything else you want to get to today?
Did you guys watch the Golden Globes? Oh, no, there's football on. Sorry.
Did not watch the Golden Globes.
Sorry.
Come on.
Did not see that.
Sorry.
Was Ariana Granada there?
She was there looking.
Oh, she looked
good. Ravishing.
Yeah.
She was beautiful.
She's eating again?
She looked a little bit more healthy.
Which leads me to have even more questions.
Was the other jump there? The black jump?
No, she was not there.
Uh-oh.
I think they said she had a previous commitment. Like, when some people just aren't on award shows.
Good, man. I'm glad. Yeah. Is this her in this black dress?
Yes. Yep.
All right,
and she stopping with the blonde hair back to her brown hair.
Yeah, she's looking like, she had a meal or two. Okay.
I think she's looking very healthy. She looked beautiful last night.
Okay. All right. There you go. Get some meat on them bones, girl.
Does that make you question anything?
Who?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Question.
I mean, something weird was happening with those movies.
Yeah. I've said that on the show, that something odd was happening with that, but I don't really have a lot of questions. I'm more happy she's not getting smaller. Like,
yeah.
I want Ariana Grande. She is a talent of our generation. One of the greatest talents we have. I want her to be healthy in whatever way.
Now we're getting a little carried away. But
I don't want to be like the weight police. She looked way healthier than I'd seen her recently.
I will be the weight police. She was skinny as shit, and something was going on.
Yeah,
like,
but even I will say, like,
demonstrably.
Right. Like, I will say, I think maybe the stress of like having this huge franchise on your back had something to do with it. I don't know what was up, but obviously something was up. She looked a little bit more healthy. And
it was more than that too, though, man. Them two in them interviews, it's
something weird happened.
Oh, right. I will also say, I think the blonde hair that she had for Wicked and then kept afterwards for a really long time did something to her like complexion that washed her out and made her look a little bit sickly.
Yeah.
And I think she
made her look very pale.
Yes. Going back to the brown hair is, I think, just better for her complexion. And
it
like,
if
I would,
Maddie, we could see her bones.
I know. I'm just saying, I think it's all part of the picture. Like, if
do we have any answers to that?
No. She went on her Instagram about, let's call it a year ago, and made a statement, like made a video saying, I see all of you talking about my body online. I just want you to know, when you think I was at my healthiest, I was actually treating my body the worst. And now this is my healthy weight. Like, this is the healthiest I've ever been. So please don't, like, think I'm harming myself. Like, I'm actually being healthy now. Before, I wasn't being healthy.
Okay, but then let's take into account the two of them like sobbing at the sight of an airplane. And
again, I agree with you. Something funky dunky was going on, there was a spell cast upon
that is a documentary
cast.
I can't wait to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I also think that with Ariana Grande, and there's been like a lot of very strange behavior from her and the co-stars of Wicked, but she probably does have like severe PTSD from the terrorist attack. Yeah.
Like, I also have said that on the show. She has been through so much. There was a terrorist attack at one of her concerts a couple years ago.
Oh, really?
It was,
yes.
I think 2017, 2018.
2017, 2018
what kind
in
of terrorist
Manchester.
attack? What happened?
I believe it was either a shooting
Or maybe some bombs.
or a bomb.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it was an arena bombing.
Like 25 people got killed.
Yes.
Like
really
after a concert. Yeah. So it was like it was a big incident, and
1,000 non-fatal injuries.
It probably fucked her up.
It happened like while she was performing.
Yes.
Wow.
And there were 23 deaths. So that happened, and again, that happened in 2017. In 2018, Mac Miller unfortunately died while she was, she was a big part of his life, and they dated for a long time. Then she did the Pete Davidson thing for a little bit. Like, she's had a lot of things to deal with in this industry.
What's the Pete Davidson thing?
Industry. She dated Pete Davidson. They got engaged after like 2 months of knowing each other, right after the Mac Miller death. I think as kind of like a coping mechanism. And so that was a whole thing. I don't think he was mean to her or anything. I'm just saying that was a big part of her life at the time. I think she has gone through a lot. And I think she just got divorced. Like, I think there's a lot. Yeah. She was married to a non-Hollywood person.
How?
And now she's dating Bach from Wicked. So it's Ariana Grande has lived a lot of life. And I think
how old is she? I thought she was like 23, though.
Oh, no. She's probably like 33, 34.
Really?
Yeah, 32. She's 32.
Oh my God, no idea.
Yeah,
she's 32.
No, I mean, she's been famous for a long time. Like, I watched her on Victorious, I was in grade school, middle school. So I think she's lived a lot of life, and a lot of it has been very hard for her, which I don't. I have a lot of empathy for her. That sounds like a really hard thing, especially the bombing. Like, that's crazy. So I think the Wicked thing, I will never know the answer to that, of why everyone got sickly skinny on that set. I don't know.
But nobody asked them. That's what kills me about all these interviews that you're doing. Like, yo,
would you be like, why are you anorexic now?
1,000%. I would say anorexic. That's an eating disorder.
Why are y'all acting weird?
I would do it in a more, you know what I mean? I couldn't say that, but I would be like, yo, clearly you can see the public is concerned, because before you started doing these movies, we could not see your bones. Yeah. And now we can see we can't see them now, but we could see your bones. Like, something's up. Like, what? Come on. Like,
yeah, I honestly have no inclination on what could have possibly happened. Weird. But
I don't talk that.
That's what you just said.
I said it. I didn't say it in the inflection you said.
You said y'all are acting weird.
All right.
But she was looking healthier than I had seen her recently. I think the brown hair does. I think the brown hair does more work than you realize.
Cool.
And
what, you think it's all her hair?
I didn't say it's all her hair. I'm just saying.
Totally tripping.
I think I'm telling you, if I went bleach blonde right now, if you don't watch on YouTube, I have dark brown hair. I would look the complexion.
Madeline, her face was caved in.
I know. I'm just saying it's part of it.
I could see her collarbones be and a couple of her
understand.
ribs.
I understand.
Shit to do with her hair, Betty.
I'm saying it's a part of it. But she seemed very healthy comparatively to last year, and I'm happy for her. I want that for her. And I saw Wicked 2 over Christmas break, and it was lovely.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
I actually thought it was better than people were saying. But
yeah, I was going to say, I haven't heard anything about it. The first one, I felt like I couldn't escape.
They didn't do nearly as much press for the second one as they did for the first one. I also think part of the press of the second one was like, you saw the first one, you know how good it is. And a lot of people were saying that Wicked for Good was not nearly as good as the first one. And I will say, the first one is like banger after banger after banger. I loved the second one, though, too. I thought the second one was very good. I think they did a very good job with it. But I'm glad she's seemingly doing better. I would like to see now. They still have the SAG Awards, the BAFTAs, and the Oscars. So that's 3 more award shows that we can see.
I just got my SAG card, by the way.
You did?
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
I get it every year.
That's awesome. But I hope that maybe at the SAG Awards or something, we see Cynthia there, and she also is looking healthy as well. And Michelle Yeoh. Michelle Yeoh also lost a lot of weight on that set as well.
So is there any investigative journalism going on about this?
Let's get Nick Shirley on the case.
But I actually have no insight onto like what could have possibly, unless it was just like a hyper competitive, but like I don't know what you'd be competitive for. You're making a movie. I don't know. But the Golden Globes was start of award season, my favorite season.
It's like football season for you.
Yeah, kind of. This is like the playoffs for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. The regular season is when you just go to the movies.
So would you look at me like I look at Notre Dame if I told you that we turned down a trip to the Golden Globes?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
They were trying to. Well, they did podcast awards this year.
Oh, trust me, I know we were snubbed.
Yeah, they did podcast awards.
Congrats to Amy Poehler.
We were finalists at Part of My Take.
Wait, no, shut up.
Eligible to be finalists, I think was the term. I don't know who
you were on a short list.
I don't know who the last list of nominees was, but they asked us to submit a bunch of stuff.
No way.
We didn't because like who cares? And then they wanted to know if we wanted to go out there for the awards, and we're like, no, that's okay.
So the finalists were determined by who told them how great they were and wanted to be a finalist very bad.
Yeah, we talked about this a little bit on Part of My Take, but the Golden Globes and just awards, like that's not. We're not Golden Globes guys.
They would regret immensely y'all going to the Golden
Globes. Probably. But podcasts should not be winning Golden Globes.
You were on the short list, so you weren't on the, obviously, no offense, you weren't nominated.
But that's because we also didn't submit any of the stuff that we had
right,
to.
But there were 25. Who
were the nominees? This. Tell me who the nominees were.
The actual nominees? Yeah. It was Call Her Daddy. Mm-hmm. Good Hang, which won with Amy Poehler, Armchair Expert, Smartless, Mel Robbins, and Up First by NPR.
Okay.
So it was, look, I'm not going to say it was just like the celebrity podcasts.
It was.
And then Up First, obviously. And I guess like if you want to count Mel Robbins as not being a celebrity, I fear she is completely a celebrity now, though.
Yeah.
Oh my God, PFT. You're making me sick.
I mean, there should not be a podcasting award.
Who cares if there should or shouldn't be? You get to go to the Golden Globes. Can you imagine? PFT?
What would I have done at the Golden Globes? Explain to me why that would have been a fun time.
Wear? I was just gonna say you would have showed up in an outfit I couldn't even dream of in my wildest dreams.
What if I just wore like
it would have been during jumpsuit January.
The most handsome black tuxedo that you've ever, like the most plain classic Hollywood look ever.
I would love that. I would love if you went like Coleman Domingo, just like 10 out of 10 Hollywood star. Because you're all on the same carpet. Who cares how you're getting in? You can all dress the same. Oh my God, PFT.
That doesn't sound like any fun to me.
Oh my God, I've said on this show how badly I want to go on a red carpet.
Let's go to this theater and then get all dressed up and sit down.
Every celebrity ever.
And listen to everybody talk about how good they are.
You and I have very different brains when it comes to this.
It sounds like zero fun.
And how we're under a dictatorship. Don't forget that.
Yes, also that. But listen, if you told me that my options were go to the Golden Globes, but you'll have to miss the NFL playoffs for a day.
Oh my God!
On a
Watch
couch.
it on your phone like a wedding.
No, that sounds terrible. The football is watching football on TV is, in my opinion, 1,000 times better than flying to California. Putting on a tuxedo and sitting in a room with celebrities that are just congratulating each other for being great at being a celebrity. That sounds terrible.
A once in a lifetime opportunity. And again, I love how much you love football. I'm so happy for you. There is a lot of football to be had every weekend where you can sit in the gambling cave and watch. Is true or not true? There's a lot of football.
Untrue. Most weekends a year there is no football.
But Every year there is playoffs.
Every year there's the Golden Globes.
But you don't get to go to the Golden Globes every year.
We don't know. Those people do.
PFT doesn't. I'm not talking about those guys. I'm not talking about Julia Roberts. I'm talking about PFT.
I'd rather just sit on my couch. Like, doesn't matter if football's on. I'd rather sit on my couch and like watch a movie.
This makes me sick.
And hang out with my dog.
This makes me sick to my stomach.
I'd rather do all those things than go to the Golden Globes.
Oh my God, PFT, you could have done on-the-ground journalism for Mackenzie and I to see our two elite clients, and I cannot
Your two elite clients. What does that mean?
Heated rivalry. We don't need to get into that right now, though. But it's every single celebrity. Like, how? Like, that's so cool. It would have been like, imagine if you were nominated.
This is a fascinating glimpse into. Like,
that's so awesome.
Is this how you look at like Big T about college football?
But like, you would have been thrilled for someone else to go somewhere to see people.
Yeah, because then you come back and you tell me what happened.
Do you think I would have done a good job at that?
Right now I have zero. Right now I have zero
so.
information. You would have at least given me like something.
I don't think you would know half the people.
Correct. I wouldn't know half the people there.
But I think you would have been like, oh yeah, I saw so and so, and then I at least get to like harbor in the fact that you were there and I know you, and like you got to see George Clooney in
on the
person.
red carpet. Like, what do you do?
Yeah.
Right.
I would have also.
Well, I'm Alexander Skarsgård.
Right. Like Alexander Skarsgård could have been wearing like the craziest shit of all time, and then you would have.
Alexander Skarsgård.
You would have one-upped him somehow, some way. I don't know what you would have worn, but it would have been stellar. And
can I tell you what I would have worn? Because I know what I would have worn.
Okay, what is it?
I would have worn a Jaden Daniels jersey.
No.
Yeah.
Do you think they'd let you?
If you
like,
could,
I
if
guess.
you could turn his jersey into a suit coat.
Yeah.
That shit would
Make it the
amazing.
lining.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, get like Kristen Juszczyk on it.
So that's
actual.
I would consider wearing a fullback. Yeah, like a Mike Allstott suit. Donnie, our good friend Donnie, he did invent something like that, Arian. He called it what was it?
Oh yeah.
The Susie.
I think it was
SUISEY. And it's just a suit jacket that has like the back of a jersey on it.
SUI.
I don't know if you can find it online by looking that up, but he invented the concept of putting like name, number, uniform color onto a suit. He wore one last night. Was it? I think he might have had a Drake May, or maybe it was a Tom Brady last night. But yeah, I would have tried to get one of those, but probably for Jaden.
That's kind of lit.
Or Sean Taylor. Sean Taylor, Susie that would be fucking awesome.
Get one for the national title game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. I would have loved if you wore that on the red carpet. You would have made headlines.
Yeah, like look at this fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But oh my God, this makes me sick that you could have gone and you didn't. God. And the Golden Globes are fun. People get drunk there.
Okay, so that's the best thing that you've said. Like, I could have gotten drunk.
Like, I think that's a pretty loose one where they get fun with it.
Yeah.
Like the Oscars, that is business.
I would have gone up on stage while Amy Poehler was up there, pulled a Kanye.
Or pulled a Will Smith.
Yeah. Listen.
Yo, these are kind of cold, fam.
Amy, I'm gonna let you finish. But Hank had one of the best Mount Rushmore seasons of all time.
Yo, he tweeted this joint in 2014. It's a Wu-Tang Susie. And it got 36 on the back for 36 Chambers, their first album. They got cream on it. That shit, I will rock this. This is hard. Does he still have the Wu-Tang Susie?
He had a deal with Clemson, was it? Like he lived in
he lived there
South Carolina for a while because they allowed him to like use their logo, something like that. So he did like exclusively for a while.
Aaron, you want me to ask Donnie about the Wu-Tang Susie?
I have his number as well.
Okay.
I just text him. But yeah, you should ask him.
Damn.
No, it's good. I'm glad.
No, you just got kind of.
I know. That's all the power that I had was being the middleman for Wonton Don. How that's gone.
Now you're just a guy on Netflix. That's all you are now.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's macrodosing. Hope you guys had a good nano dose. I'm sorry I didn't go to the Golden Globes, but respectfully, it would have sucked. I'm confident I made the right choice. If I wanted to go, I would have had. We would have had to send like probably 3 emails.
Yeah.
And then we would have had to get onto a plane and flown to Los Angeles and missed an NFL Sunday. And that's one that I'll never get back.
No telling what the custom suit would have cost.
Yeah, exactly. We have a finite amount of football days in our life. And I would much rather sit on a couch next to Jersey Jerry.
And Mints.
And Ben Mintz. And
you know
eat
what?
ice cream.
None of those podcasts that were nominated are on Netflix.
It's true.
Think about it this way. How many, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there are 7 NFL playoff days per season, correct?
Yep.
How many more seasons you got in your life? 40?
Yeah, 40 sounds good, like on average.
All right. So you have 280 NFL playoff days remaining.
Yeah.
That is what, 8 months?
Yeah.
That's a stunningly short period of time.
I probably would have missed the Saturday too.
Yeah.
Or part of the games, yeah.
So, I mean, today is one of those days. Enjoy after today, it'll be 279.
Yep. Maybe pick a better time of year to do that.
They keep ticking away.
Yep.
Oh my God. I hope you guys know that if we make a short list for any award of that stature, I'm filling out the emails and your asses are getting on.
Best of luck.
Or mine
Luckily,
is.
We don't have to worry about that. You couldn't pay me to go to the Golden Globes.
You could absolutely pay you.
You could, but it'd be a lot.
That's what I'm saying.
I think you do get. I think there is some sort of payment probably.
Listen, if you want to fill out the emails,
I will be filling out emails.
if you want to find plane tickets and do all the logistics,
I've done a lot more for a lot less. I'll tell you that much.
and if it's not on an NFL playoff day, I'll consider it.
Is
Just
there a
because it
podcast
would mean
award show?
so much to you. Yeah, there's got to be podcasts, but that would be terrible.
That would actually, I don't think I would want to be in there.
Yeah.
That would be really bad. I think that would be more of a stuck-up room than the Golden Globes room.
I'll put on a suit. If it means that much, as long as it's not. Basically, if they have the award ceremony like in between the Super Bowl and the Combine, or after
March
after the
Madness.
Masters and before like the NHL, NBA playoffs really get heated
Totally.
up,
Totally.
maybe
Totally.
the last week of June
Okay, cool.
or like the second week of August.
Okay,
If
cool.
they can work that out in their calendar, then I'll consider it.
Okay.
All right.
I'll get back to you on that.
Cool. All right, we will see you guys on Thursday for Macrodosing. Again, hit the voicemail line. If you were to cheat at college football, how would you do it? What would be your methods? And we will get into it. Brandon Walker, I'm sure he'll have some great ideas. So will Big T. We will see you guys on Thursday. Love you guys.
Goodbye.